FIFI is witnessing many firsts, and for the first time, the FTII alumni also took place. We have the chairman and the celebrated actor R. Madhavan with us. So thank you so much for exclusively talking to DD India. For the first time, the FTII alumni meet was taking place here. How do you think, is this important? And we saw a lot of historical old movies as well. How does that make a difference when we talk about the new technologies and the kind of cinema that we are witnessing these days?
So the alumni meet was not just of FTI, it is SRFTI as well as FTI, and we got to meet the originals, the people who initially came against all odds. The reason I'm saying this is extremely important is because these technicians and actors and cinematographers in every department of films who joined these institutes have done so against all odds because they were looked differently by their family. I was just speaking to a few of them and they said they wouldn't get married because they wanted to pursue films in these institutes. But despite all that, so many of them have come back and have contributed to the institute and stayed relevant over so many decades. If we don't dip into their experience and wisdom, then I think we would have missed out on a lot. And I salute the initiative by the Information and Broadcasting Ministry to have them all together on a meet like this. Hopefully, this will become longer and more impactful in the years to come. And as correctly said by Brindaji, we'll probably bring them in the middle of the FIFI so that they can get to enjoy the film festival as well. I'm definitely looking to talk to all of them and get an insight into how we can make FTI, for instance, a world-class institute to such an extent that we have students coming from around the world vying to be part of it.
Rehnaa Tere Dil Mein completed 25 years, and from RHTDM to Hisab Barabar, the cinematic experience has been really wide. When we talk about the commonality, what is it that you see? Because the times are changing, technology is changing, but what is that thing which is really common?
I think the ability to tell a story with conviction, without having to pollute it with many aspects of the commercial aspect of making a film or the constraints in which dates are available. If you have a story that has to be told and then going out and selecting the right people to tell it and finding equal passion amongst the people who say it, because like Subhaji said, it's a democratic process and as democratic as it gets. So if you have people who are equally interested in doing the project and the fact that they're all seeing the same film, that aspect of cinema can never change. It doesn't matter who you're making it for, which part of history you're making it in, how new and how technologically changed the vista is. That passion for telling a story has to be common, and if that doesn't change, then nothing will.
It's a very important message that I really want to hear from you, rather the viewers would like to hear from you. We all know that your son is into sports and you never forced your children to follow the same legacy that you've been following, you never forced them to come into cinema. Why is it important for parents to let the children do what they want to do?
I have only one child that I know of, so I'm going to speak to of Vedant, but I think it's very important for the parents to understand that the circumstances under which they grew up, the information that is available to them, the safety net that they created for themselves does not hold true anymore. The youngsters are very smart. They spend more time reading. Let us say the cumulative amount of reading that an adult of my age would have done is far surpassed by the younger generation because they're growing up with screens. They're reading a lot more than what we are. So to give them a honest and a clear hearing, to make sure that they are able to express their opinions and their desires to you in a free manner is very important. And once you're assured of the fact that they're putting in enough of hard work, and I'm saying laborious hard work. If any child is just going to break rocks for 12 hours on a day and he gets up early in the morning just to break rocks, just leave him. He was going to make him a sculpture. I can promise you that. There's a saying that if you do 10,000 hours of something long enough, then you will become an expert, no matter how unqualified you might be. I think that's the lesson that the parents have to learn. If the kids want to follow a passion and they're ready to get up early in the morning to do that, and they're able to do that without you forcing them to do it, then they're in the right line, just leave them be.
So lastly, you would be aware that Prasar Bharati has launched its own OTT platform, which is Waves. How do you see the arrival and the flexibility of options that we have in the market regarding the OTT platforms?
Oh, I think they've had a huge impact in the kind of content that's being generated. They've had a huge impact on the kind of actors that are being appreciated by the country. I think Waves itself is going to give a lot of opportunities for people from around the country to be part of an OTT platform. And I'd like to congratulate them, and I wish them all the very best. I hope they have the right team to select the content and then make this into a glorious effort. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
So